Colombia's electoral choice for president couldn't be clearer. It's between two extremes, a former Marxist guerrilla and a far right-wing senator, a sign of how polarized the country is today.
Es la primera vez en la historia reciente colombiana.
It's the first time in recent Colombian history that two extremes have the possibility of reaching the presidential palace. One hand is the extreme right, Duque, and the extreme left is Petro.
Ivan Duque is the frontrunner, picking up just under 40% in the first round of voting. He represents the Centro Democrático Party, having spent much of his career at the Inter-American Development Bank. He became a senator in 2014. Duque will push for greater foreign investment in Colombia's mining sector and for opening up more land for exploration. If he wins, he's promised to stiffen the country's peace deal with rebels and demand prison time for the top guerrillas.
Nosotros no queremos.
We don't want to tear up the peace agreement. We want to make clear that a Colombia in peace is a Colombia with peace and justice.
Gustavo Petro is a former rebel with the group M19, most famous for its attack on the Palace of Justice in Bogotá that killed 98 people in 1985. He became one of Colombia's foremost senators, uncovering a congressional scandal that tied dozens of politicians with far-right death squads. He also served as mayor of Bogotá. His campaigners focused on tackling Colombia's massive poverty.
When we talk about overcoming poverty, we're not talking about impoverishing the rich. We're talking about enriching the poor people of Colombia.
Petro says that sustainable development would be the guiding force of his economic policy. Both candidates have tried to broaden their appeal. Petro is frequently accused of wanting to turn Colombia into another Venezuela, while Duque has been accused of being a puppet of controversial ex-president Álvaro Uribe. During the campaign, Duque emphasized he would be his own man, but he is the candidate of a political party that has as its logo a silhouette of Uribe. Right now, the odds favor Duque. He won nearly double the amount of votes as Petro did in the first round of voting. And all of those Colombian voters caught in between these two extremes, they're going to have to decide if they're going to move to the left or to the right. Toby, Muse, CGTN, Bogotá.